A very warm good morning to one and all present here. I'm Himani, along with Arup Das will be hosting the inaugural session of Akanksha 2025. It is a matter of great delight to have you all in person for our annual flagship event. We have done several programs as part of Akanksha 2025. We would like to invite you all to watch a presentation highlighting the journey of Department of Tourism Studies and Akanksha 2025. Over to the screen, please.
That was our journey, wrapped up in just a few minutes. Now, it is my great pleasure to invite Professor R.C. Anuchandran, Head of the Department of Tourism Studies, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Arup. Namaste and hearty greetings to all esteemed academic and administrative leaders of the university, distinguished guests on and off the dais, beloved resource persons, parents of the students, dear colleagues, other distinguished director, DD and others, scholars, students, non-teaching staff, one and all. So hearty welcome to this edition of Akanksha 25. For the benefit of our guest, let me in a nutshell present the significance of Akanksha. I should say metaphorically, Akanksha is fragrance to a flower, like for DTS, and flavor for food. That kind of, it is intertwined with the department. By DTS, I mean Department of Tourism Studies. That's how the department is known, fondly called in the industry and academic circles. And by Akanksha, Vice Chancellor also was asking the font and the significance. By Akanksha, we imply desire, hope, or aspiration. So that's how in between, sometime it was called Shenu. Shenu means meeting place, where the industry and the institute collaborate. There's a synergy between both these enterprises. So that's bridging the divide between the industry and the institute, the narratives of both. That's the primary objective of this event of Akanksha. And this time we have coined it full of life. And earlier once we had made it paradigm redefined and from here to the world. And this time, as you can see, you are witnessing the preparation which are being carried out by the students. That's a signature, it's a stark illustration of the fact that it is wholesome involvement of all the stakeholders, the students, scholars, and all others. In this, especially when I said Akanksha 25, the primary objective of, one of the primary objectives of Akanksha is how the placement drive is influenced, how the industry is knowing what are the best practices, the trends in department, what's happening in the department. So to apprise the industry practitioners also, that is one of the objectives. In that direction, when they come, now this year especially, placement is little slow, though it is happening. So we were just examining what are the reasons. We were collecting the feedback, the responses from the various industry practitioners. And there is somewhere a mismatch between the present, the students, how they are groomed, how they are equipped, how they are facilitated to take up various positions in the travel, tourism, and hospitality industries. So we need to understand how education can play a pivotal role in enabling the students take up middle and top level managerial positions in the industry. As you can see, when the students are liking something, they will fully devote their time and energy. They are utmost hardworking to the specific job, work assigned, or the responsibility handed over. When they like it, there is 100% involvement. And we are presenting such strengths to the industry. And we are asking, so how they should be further nourished, how they should be nurtured further. So what the input, it is like they are saying maybe the concern is AI-induced automation. When there is AI-induced automation, like the explosive impact of ICT earlier, whether it will snatch away the jobs. And now that kind of narrative is ruling the roost now. So there is no replacement at the same time. That's what as academicians we feel. There is no replacement for personalization or human touch, the personal touch. That only our students can fulfill that responsibility, that task. No automation can do anything. Because the judgments only humans are able to make, which the automated, the mechanical thing cannot make. The computerization, the AI or metaverse or big data or machine learning cannot make. And that is the gap we need to fulfill. Though the responsibility entrusted upon me is welcoming the guest and all, I will embed a few words of appreciation and also gratitude and also some request in the stipulated time given to me. At the outset, let me welcome the chief guest of the inaugural function of Akanksha 25, Devaki Madam, Ms. T. Devaki. Madam is the chairperson of Thai South, and also she is the managing director of Avoset Tours and Travels, Chennai. So I would heartily welcome Madam. Madam has graced the event earlier before COVID, and she is a well-wisher of the department. And I would also request Madam as Travel Agents Association of India chairperson. Earlier we were giving scholarships to the students, best academic performing students, but economically backward students. We were giving the scholarships. I would request you to revive that particular thing so that it will be a morale boost and is like a source of encouragement for the students. And nothing coming from such a pivotal body in the realm of tourism, it matters a lot to the students. I request Madam to just look into that. And I would also welcome heartily our Vice Chancellor, Professor K. Tharanikarasu. Sir has been of phenomenal support to all the endeavors of the department. Earlier as Director Studies and later as Vice Chancellor of Pondicherry University, he always had concrete guidance how to integrate in department activities with the industry. And his insights have leveraged our activities a lot. Thank you, sir, on that count, and I would also welcome you to this inaugural session of Akanksha 25. Now I would welcome the dynamic forces of the industry in Pondicherry, the Secretary of Tourism, Dr. D. Manigandan IAS. Sir has joined online. He couldn't make it due to some last-minute exigencies. He has joined online. And I would also make a request to him that we are collaborating with the India Tourism Forum, ITF, for a workshop on hospitality that is to be scheduled in Cochin, that is to be held in Cochin. And with the concurrence of the administration, we have routed the file to the Director of Tourism, which the support of the Secretary of Tourism is very much required. I would welcome Secretary Dr. D. Manikandan to this Akanksha session. At the same time, I would also request that we had requested him for the seminar, symposium rather, and last moment he couldn't turn up that time. So I would heartily welcome Dr. D. Manikandan IAS, Secretary Tourism for this occasion. And yet another dynamic force in the area of sustainable tourism, Sri Aviram Rosa. He is the founder and international director of Auroville, Sadhana Forest in Auroville, Tamil Nadu. Sadhana Forest, already sir has been affiliating with our Vice Chancellor and the University for the sustainable development programs. Sir, we would like to collaborate with you further because we have the wing operating sustainable development goals in the campus, very proactive under a team. We would like to, integrate our activities with Sadhana Forest. Already our teams were visiting, courtesy to Naresh Mehta sir earlier. We were making our Sadhana Forest visit as one of the destination field visit academic program, the DFV1. I would welcome Sri Aviram Rosa to this function. And the pillars of support and guidance and mentoring of our department, Professor P. Natarajan, Dean School of Management. He is also the Vice Chancellor's nominee. Vice Chancellor's nominee for the program committee meeting of the department. And otherwise also, sir takes very keen interest in the developments, each and every activity of the department, and gives us concrete advice on how to, enhance the programs. Sir, on this note, I would welcome you to this function. And I would also welcome Dean Student Welfare and our own Professor Y. Venkat Rao. As former head of the department, he has made rollicking changes, grand transformation in the department, which we are taking that lineage further. And the most noted person of this edition of Akanksha 25, Professor C.B. P.S. Yes, and I take the privilege of, in a formal function, calling Professor C.B. P.S. and I have the opportunity to do that. Yes. Massive involvement to the extent that every subtle, even a micro component was taken care of in a meticulous manner. No stone was left unturned in the whole course of organizing this event. And this is what a case study for leading from the front is. Yes. On this note, I would welcome Professor C.B. P.S. to the Akanksha 25. And another amazing personality is sitting there on the left corner, Mr. Balraj. Balraj is the student coordinator of Akanksha 25. We have two more students coordinators, the lead student coordinators, I mean. And I would now welcome Professor Dr. Arvind Gupta, Director, Distance Education, DDE of Pondicherry University. Thanks for joining us, sir. I would welcome Professor Arul, Head of the Department of International Business. Thank you and welcome to this program. I would also welcome Naresh Mehta, sir. He is the most ardent well-wisher. I will take the privilege of calling him the go-to man for DTS. Any crisis, which it has to be handled by an external party who is very strongly involved in tourism, and he is the go-to man for DTS. And thank you and welcome, sir, for this event. And I would also welcome Dinto, Sri Dinto. He is from STIC. Very nice to have you in the inaugural function itself. And we also have the parents of Shabari Giri and also Praveen. It is a great occasion for them. Their son's endeavor, which is the OG holidays, it is being launched by the dignitaries here. Yes, it's a great achievement for all of us, in fact. Yes, we take proud on the students, your son. And I would welcome you to this event. And I would also welcome Madam. She has joined us from Sadhana for us. Thank you, Madam. Welcome. And Dr. Senthil Kumar, you are seeing the manuscripts exhibition which is being showcased outside. He has got a splendid collection of coins and currencies which he has displayed. And Arul sir, we had taken, we had hijacked him for our program before IB. Thanks for joining us. And I would also welcome all my colleagues, Professor Sampath Kumar Swain, and he is the project manager. And for the benefit of the guests, we have received a project from the European Commission. We are one of the partners, along with 2 partners from overseas and also a partner from Hyderabad. And that project is on advancing sustainability and technology for tourism, hospitality, and service sectors through strategic industry partnerships. That is called the CPAS. We have received that, and he is the project manager for that. Welcome, sir, and thanks for your support. And I would also welcome Dr. Sherry Abraham, a source of cheerfulness and a source of encouragement, and she is always there to make us on high voltage, high pitch. Thank you, madam, for that. I would also welcome Dr. Anusha and Dr. Arshak, my faculty colleagues, and I would welcome Professor Mariyappan, head of, he is now the nodal officer for the NEP program of the university, former head of BT. Sir, welcome to this function, and I would welcome all the scholars, including the scholar coordinator, Dinkar Chak. Yes, Dinkar, can you stand up? Dinkar Chak and all the scholars who have awesomely mentored the students and encouraged him, and the significant number of scholars from our department. They have joined Central University of Tamil Nadu, Central University of Kerala, Central University of Mizoram, all these premier places, our own scholars and students have joined. And those scholars say, who are now faculty, the exposure they received by heading the students' team has leveraged them a lot while organizing the event in their respective campuses. They are not, they are right from a position to start. That's how it is being enabled. I would welcome all the scholars and thanks for your involvement. And I would welcome Mr. Vimal and all the non-teaching staff. And last but not the least, the heartthrobs of DTS, the students, yes, who have made awesome involvement. They, as I said earlier, if they like something, dedication is more than 100%. And the involvement is astounding. And they have proven their mettle in every facet of this edition of Akanksha 25. Hats off and cheers and kudos to all the students. And I would welcome all the students of first year and second year to this edition of Akanksha 25 inaugural session. And I hope I have welcomed each one and all. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for the warm welcome. Now, I would like to welcome Professor R.C. Anuchandran to this inaugural function of Akanksha 2025. As the head of the department, he has led us through all the struggles, and he was the leader for the Department of Tourism Studies. So, a warm welcome to Anu sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now, it is time for the inauguration of Akanksha 2025.
Our guest of honor, Dr. D. Manikandan IAS, who has joined us online today. Our guest of honor, as well as keynote speaker, Sri Aviram Rosin, and Madam also joined with us. She's a founder and international director of Sadhana Forest, Auroville. Respected Dean of School of Management, Professor P. Nadarajan, Professor Y. Venkatrao, Dean, Students' Welfare, as well as Professor of Tourism. Our beloved head of the department, Professor Anu Chandran, Student Coordinator of Akanksha, Mr. Belraj, and all the other coordinators. All the esteemed dignitaries of the dais. We have our resource person, Mr. Tindo Akara and Mrs. Tindo Akara. Our other invited guests, deans, head of the departments, faculty members, parents, scholars and students, our office staff, my faculty colleagues, Professor Sambat Kumar Swain, Dr. Sherry Abraham, Dr. Anusha, and Dr. Arshak, and one and all present here. It's a great privilege and pleasure to have you all here for Akanksha 2025, the Industry Institute Interface Program of Department of Tourism Studies. Akanksha, as the in a word means, it is all about desire and aspiration. So for us also, this term rightly and beautifully represents the aspiration of DTS in learning, creativity, and achievement. Akanksha, frankly speaking, it's not just an event for Department of Tourism. All of us, we have wonderful memories associated with Akanksha. Let me tell you in this way, all of us, we faculty, scholars, and students, if we recollect all our collective memories together, mostly it is associated with Akanksha. It is actually a feeling for all of us. It's a sentiments. And it's a sentiments for not only for us, it's for the whole tourism fraternity, industry and academia associated with Department of Tourism Studies since 1992. It is one of the most significant events on the campus, bringing together academics, industry leaders, tourism professionals, entrepreneurs, NGOs, government bodies, and local communities. On the screen, you can see the history of Akanksha. On one hand, it is an academic event filled with insightful discussions, the exchange of knowledge, and creative updates. On the other side, it serves as excellent platform for our students to showcase their diverse talents of our diverse talents. As Anu sir mentioned, they have contributed intensively for this program to happen. They have done whatever decoration activities, designing part, everything they have done. We have not outsourced anything for this program. So their leadership, management, and coordination, design skill, everything is witnessed through this Akanksha event. This event also provides us an opportunity to connect with our esteemed recruiters and alumni, whose invaluable contributions strengthen the bridge between academy and the industry, ensuring great placement opportunities for our students. All our resource persons and guests are either our recruiters or our industry collaborators. Akanksha is the signature event of our department, featuring academic deliberations through various panel discussions, inspiring talks through our special lectures. We have many awareness programs, competitions, sports tournaments, and finally culminating in a grand cultural mega event tomorrow in the Thiruvalluvar Stadium. Right after this inaugural function, we will have a special talk by Mr. Jejia John Kurivilla, a folk rock artist and community builder from Pondicherry. He'll be speaking to us on the theme, The Art of Belongings, Creating Impact Through Music and Humanity. This will be followed by a panel discussion at 2:30 p.m. On the theme, India Inbound, Trendsetters and Game Changers, featuring the distinguished experts such as Dr. Jayasri Anand. She's a professor and dean of School of Hotel and Catering Management, Vail University, Chennai. She'll be the chairperson of the panel. Mr. Nagarjun Krishnamurthy, Senior General Manager of Southeast India, SIDA, TCI, and few other organizations. Dr. Tindo Akkara, who is already present here, he is the CEO of HTIC Global Cochin. Mr. K.S. Vaidilingam, proprietor of Bepu Holidays, Bangalore. Mr. Neil Patel, founder, COO and CTO of Veena World, Mumbai. Mr. Sriyansh Raj Gupta, Vice President, Tibro Tours Private Limited, Mumbai. Mr. Bharati Vasan, Branch Head of Zenith Holidays, Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry. They are the resource person for today's panel. On the second day, tomorrow, coinciding with International Women's Day, we will have a special talk by Ms. Ranjini Thambi, CEO of Vapasi. She is a social entrepreneur and eco-innovator from Cochin. She is popularly known as Glass Upcycling Women. Pioneered in upcycling art and sustainable design. She used to create sustainable design models from discarded glass. And she is instrumental in designing the Cochin Metro, some area of Cochin Metro like Tripunithara. So this time we have two special lectures. Both are very special and experts in a different field, one in art and one in design. So we'll be hearing to them. Following her talk, we will have the second panel discussion tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. on the theme Tourism, Technology and Talent Pool, the win-win situation. The panel include Professor B. Charumadi, Professor of Department of Management Studies, Pondicherry University. She'll be the chairperson of the panel. Mr. S.V. Anand, founder of Vasco, Puducherry. Mr. Anand Kumar G, founder of Art 60 for Puducherry. Dr. Bindu VT, she's the head of the Department of Tourism Management, Avinash Lingam University. Ms. Asha Kandavel from the Department of Tourism, Government of Puducherry. And Mr. Satya Prabhu is a franchise owner of Thomas Cook, Puducherry. Professor P. Nadarajan, our Dean, School of Management, will preside over our valedictory session tomorrow afternoon. Mr. Shanmuganandam, who is the chairperson of CII, he'll be the chief guest for the valedictory session. And Mr. Rajiv Nair, retired general manager of the hotel Ashoka Beach Resort, will be the guest of honor. Starting at 6 p.m. tomorrow, we will have a highly anticipated cultural evening at Tilverivar Stadium, as I've already mentioned. So as part of our Akanksha events, we have already conducted several activities. We have already seen the videos before. We have done a management fest on February 27-28, which included competitions like Best Manager, Best Management Team, Treasure Hunt, Quiz, Photography competition for our Pondicherry campus. We also had a very lively open mic, flash mob, and Akanksha Super Cup football and cricket tournament. And we received overwhelming participation from various departments in the campus. Another proud moment for us would be the introduction of the entrepreneurial startup from Department of Tourism Studies by our students. We are happy to announce that many of our alumni members are successful entrepreneurs in the field of tourism. And there are few entrepreneurs, they are studying at present in the department, and they are scholars and students. There are tour operators, there are owners of cottages and resorts with us. And we wish to appreciate a new startup, which our students have already started. So we will have their launching of their certificate today during this inaugural function. My sincere appreciation for each and everyone put together, all your efforts together in different committees. Actually, for the information of all, this all happened with the active participation, active involvement of different committees. We had each different committees in which each faculty was coordinator, then scholars are as mentors, and students are coordinators, deputy coordinators and members. If you see like that, each and every student of our department, scholars of our department are involved in some of our other activities of this Akanksha. So I appreciate each one of them for putting their effort together to make this Akanksha a grand success by extending hospitality, making various arrangements for Akanksha, decorating the venue, designing and arranging sponsorship for our cultural activities, sports and other competitions. So with this, I conclude the scope of Akanksha. I'm very confident that these 2 days will be immensely resourceful for all of us. I thank all the resource persons and guests for accepting our invitation and for joining us. Thank you all. Have a wonderful time.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your valuable words and giving insights into Akanksha 2025. And thank you for leading us throughout this journey. Now, it is my delight to introduce our guest of honor, Dr. D. Manikandan IAS, Secretary, Tourism, Government of Pondicherry. He will be joining with us online.
The 3-day event, the 2-day event is focusing on various aspects of tourism promotion, which includes the industry and tourism connection, the technology usage, and the cultural identity. All these theme areas are very closely related for the promotion of the tourism. As far as the tourism concerned, the Cherry has its own rank, and we have been judged as one of the best city, livable city globally.
Now, it is my honor to invite Professor P. Nadarajan, Dean, School of Management, to the stage. Sir has been a professor at Pondicherry University since 2006, with a teaching and research career spanning 35 years. He also serves as a UPSC examiner, NAC peer team member, and has held key administrative roles at Pondicherry University. Sir, we cordially welcome you to the felicitation address. Thank you.
Good morning to all of you. Very good morning to all of you. The most respected president of this occasion, Akanksha 25 edition, Professor K. Dharnikarasu, our Vice Chancellor in charge, Pondicherry University, and the chief guest of the day, Ms. T. Devaki Madam, and the Aviram Rosen, who is the the founder and international director, Sadhana Forest, Auroville, and other chief guests and dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. So it gives me immense pleasure to welcome, along with Anuchandran, to all of you to the School of Management, and whoever being invited for the university, Pondicherry University, they will extend happiness, especially when they are being invited for Tourism Studies Department, everyone will come happily. Similarly, the course itself is also, the students also very joyfully selecting the course and undergoing it very seriously. So in that way, I am really very happy in welcoming the Zoomers of the TDS, Tourism Department Studies, who are actively carrying out this function Akanksha consistently over a period of years, and thereby they are maintaining the tradition of the department established even a decade ago. So the Tourism Department is consistently organizing this Akanksha in a very grand scale and in a very successful manner. This annual industry interface is really a hallmark event of TDS. And why I highlight, although I am heading the entire school consisting of 6 departments, so this department is action-oriented department. Comparing to other departments, relatively comparing to other departments, it is action-oriented department which the so-called youngsters like very much. So you are all being a Zoomer, you may be knowing there's some slang, popular slang, called YOLO. What is YOLO? You only live once. You only live once in DDS. So you have to prove yourself. You have to prove yourself. No, so you are very popular with that YOLO, and that's why I could see the interest evinced by every students and scholars. When Anuchandran gives a welcome address, overwhelmingly he said that with all excitement he said the involvement of the students and scholars in making the event a grand success. So that shows that the Department of Tourism Studies is igniting every mind to take up the course very seriously, not in a very joyful way also. No? So because the tourism study is a field of knowledge which has skill, values as well as knowledge. And it has again the potential of getting into different career opportunities, not necessarily to jobs. No? And they are initially entering into job, after 3 or 5 years they become entrepreneurs, successful entrepreneurs. Lot of career opportunities are prevailing in the tourism sector. And the tourism industry is considered as one of the thrust area by the government of India, and the tourism policy has been enacted and improvised year on year in order to inculcate, in order to attract more tourists. And even after COVID, the international tourism has gained momentum. Nearly 99% of the pre-pandemic levels have been achieved. And with respect to India, really we are able to recover 87% in terms of tourism potential by means of seeing the arrivals, tourist arrivals, especially international arrivals. So this is how the tourism industry has seen the resilience after COVID. So during the COVID time, everyone was halt. Ultimately, the tourism industry has been almost standstill. So people are, because of people were scared to travel even within the domestic country, and ultimately global travel has been arrested. And we thought how the tourism industry will flourish. So certainly within 2-3 years, we are able to prove ourselves. The tourism industry has got a very big resilience across the world and as well as in India. And in India, again, the domestic tourism is gaining momentum over the period of last 2-3 years, domestic tourism. Earlier, that much awareness was not there, and due to one or other reason, want of money and other things, even the middle class, the rural tourism are not that much encouraging. But now in the recent past, especially after COVID, the post-COVID scenario says that tourism industry is gaining momentum, and which in turn gives a lot of job opportunities, career opportunities for the students. And this Akanksha, through this Akanksha Institute Industry Interface, the department tells the industry leaders like Devagi Madam Mandar, our students are second to none. Our students are second to none. While pursuing the course of MBA Tourism in 2 years, they are taking up a lot of events and exhibiting it on their own. So that shows that they are not only gaining knowledge, and they are able to practice it also. So a kind of finishing school opportunity is given in TDS. That's why almost 100% of the students are getting placement. 100% is a placement rate in the Department of Tourism Studies, because as I said, it is like a finishing school. While getting the PG degree, they are able to showcase their talents, skills, and practice it very successfully. That is the root cause for the success of getting into very good placement. So continue to have it. I wish every one of you to make use of the opportunity. Definitely, across the country, when we say roam around the various universities, so that our tourism department is one of the finest department and making a big noise across the country. And as we said, the international collaboration is also established by the department. Really, I am proud to say that tourism department is highly proactive. We are able to develop a competent individuals, competent citizens of the country in the form of imparting skill and knowledge and the value system also. So taking into account all these things in your mind, see that how best we can make use of the potential. So again, still lot of potentials are there in tourism industry, though there are some challenges facing. Again, skill shortage is a challenge. Though the tourism department, tourism curriculum has been developing or promoted by many universities, still skill shortage is there. So what is required is you have to mold yourself in such a way that you are fit for the industry. So that can be done only by means of inculcating or imbibing a lot of skills in you, which you are showing while seeing the presentation, the video. You could have seen the skill sets of our students, the organizing ability, then the relations, teamwork, team building, everything we could see through that event. So this is a symbolic representation of message to our industry friends, and our students are second to none. So with this, as a student, when you are staying in the department, either for doing masters or for PhD, you may be able to exhibit your knowledge, skills and talents very effectively, and give a kind of great confidence in the minds of industries that we are all capable of contributing our best for the betterment of the nation. And again, as he pointed out, the tourism industry is highly labor intensive industry rather than capital intensive industry. He has highlighted about AI. AI can do wonders, but AI cannot give you a kind of touch feel, smiles feel. No, when he says service sector, serve with smile is the mantra. So which holds good to tourism industry very much. Either it is a transport operation, or either it is money changes or authorized retailers, whatever be the job, you have to do with a smiling face. Thereby you may be able to serve your best. Again, the Secretary Manikandan has also highlighted about service quality. So the service quality, circular dimensions are very much essential, and as a student, while learning a lot and practicing that, you have to ensure the service quality also. Once when you are able to ensure the service quality, definitely you can win over the confidence of the clients, that is so-called tourists. Whether they are domestic tourists or foreign tourists, the winning over their minds is very much essential, which in turn helps a lot to attract many more tourists to our country, with which, as I said, in one angle from the business dimension, we may be able to get more revenue. At the same time, we may be able to popularize our tradition, culture, destinations, everything. So such kind of potentials are there in tourism industry. That is why Government of India has identified it as one of the thrust area and continuously encouraging all the states to promote tourism, art and culture in the country. So in that way, our tourism department is in the right direction, and they are concentrating on all the aspects, knowledge aspects, skill aspect, as well as the value aspect in a very effective way, in a coordinated manner. Thereby, I can strongly say that our students are second to none. So I invite industry friends. This Akanksha is kind of outreach activities. So through which we may be able to showcase our talent sets to the industry. So automatically it will be easy for the industry to come and recruit the people. So with these few words, once again, I extend my hearty wishes to the entire team of Akanksha Edition 25 for their untiring effort and making the event a grand success. Thank you one and all for your patient listening.
Thank you so much, sir, for such an energetic speech. You have brought positive energy into the room, and thank you for your presence here. Now, it is my privilege to invite Professor Y. Venkat Rao, Dean of Students' Welfare and a Professor of Tourism Studies.
So, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, invited industry guests, heads of the departments, faculty from various departments, scholars, and students, and my own colleagues from the department. It's a very joyful moment, because Akanksha is an annual industry institute interface event with 32 years of age. Over the period of time, Akanksha evolved as a personality. Now Akanksha has taken a shape of personality with several traits or characteristics. We notice annual Industry Institute events in professional courses like this. We call management meets. It's very common, and we see some of the private institutions, they publicize their management meets in leading newspapers in front page. 1/4 space they are buying from all India newspapers and advertising their management meet activities. I don't want to name those private institutions. I'm just taking that as an example to highlight in the contemporary competitive environment the importance of this kind of industry institute interface events to bridge the gap or to collaborate with industry and academia, how they can move together in preparing the future corporate professionals with required employable skills. In that context, when I see last 32 years of this Akanksha, it has developed a kind of attitude for all of us. I'm just consciously using the word attitude. Akanksha means a kind of fever for all of us. It's a fever. and it's generates some heat inside our body. I can say that the spirit of the festival, which has witnessed stalwarts of industry for last 30 years. You name any industry personality, including public sector like IRCTC, maybe presidents of Thomas Cook, or you name ITC, International Travel House, MD, and you all might be knowing KPN Travels, now it is not there, Natarajan from Salem, and of course, our beloved, very old industry guru, BKT Balan from Madura Travels. To add, there are many personalities who blessed this Akanksha in last 32 years. At the end, when we look at this fest, it is creating a kind of image and impression about us in the circles of industry. We know that the importance of impression and image building with a clear branding for us in the today's competitive market. Again, I'm mentioning, because we enjoyed monopoly some time back. We were the department to supply manpower. But now we are surrounded with many our competitors. Almost all central universities in southern India started tourism in last 10 years. We see, of course, we are mentoring them, guiding them, and when I look at my student, they are my competitors. And at the same time, industry also, they need talented and very competitive human resources. And now every department is trying to reach industry and preparing students and placing students for very prospective the career opportunities. In all these, so the event like the Akanksha, and it has emerged a kind of a platform for all of us, especially the industry people, and so the students, they just come to know that, so what is happening in industry. We have Madam Devaki from Thai, Travel Agents Association of India, and even we know that Mr. Sunil Kumar, the president, and his the contribution even for our Akanksha in the past, right? In all this sense, when I see the Akanksha, it is actually helping the students to understand industry through interaction and panel discussions and special lectures. Even we started, because every Akanksha is adding more and more value to the entire theme of Akanksha. So in the process, the students will get a lot of industry connect, and then they understand the practices, what is happening in industry. So all these are the advantages for the students' point of view. So with this, I wish very great success this Akanksha 2025, and we are very ambitious, and there is no end for the continuity of the best practices, because always the sustainability depends on how we just the promote, and then how we are going to see the end result, which is very generous and then beneficial to the young aspirants who are actually looking for the corporate life, that may be starting their own business or even looking at the employment. In all this sense, you can see this particular event is a kind of a special, a personalized and professionalized and with having its own personality. So it has emerged in that extent to that level, and we wish to see this in the future, and it will be further expanding with more and more colors and joy, and then the feelings of oneness, and then bringing a kind of sense of belongingness on this platform. So these are all the merits and then advantages and then inherent inbuilt strength of this particular Akanksha Industry Institute interface event. So with this, I don't want to take much time, because there is no end to share the achievements of the department, and I thank finally the organizers for giving a different show, because every year we see the different show. So this year also is totally different, and I congratulate the organizers under the able leadership of the Professor Sibi. We just see that many more in the future, and thank you very much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir, for shedding lights into the changing dynamics of the tourism industry and for your presence. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to invite the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Pondicherry University, Professor K. Tharanikarasu, to deliver his presidential address.
Thank you for your introduction. So, respected guest on the dais and off the dais and the students, especially Ms. T. Devagi, a chief guest of today, who is chairperson of TAI South Region, and for her valuable time sharing with us, and also continuous support for our department. And Dr. D. Manigandan, IAS Secretary Tourism, Government of Pondicherry, whose direction also support our department, as well as making use of our university resources for policy making. And Sri Aviram Rosen, founder and international director, Sadhana Forest, Auroville, and his wife. And Dr. P. This is our the other side, and our university side, Dr. Professor P. Nadarajan, Dean School of Management, Professor Y. Venkat Rao, Dean Student Welfare and Professor of Tourism Studies, Professor R. C. Anuchandran, HOD Department of Tourism Studies, and Professor C.V. Deputy Dean and Professor of Tourism, and Mr. Balraj, Student Coordinator, Akanksha, and other students of this department, and other faculty members and other dignitaries from outside. And ladies and gentlemen, good morning everyone. So it is indeed a grand festival at this department, I understand. But if you take tourism, my understanding is every day is the festival for now, correct? So it is, you are all really blessed to have such a wonderful career in your life. Whereas if you take, I am basically a chemist. Every day we have to fight with the chemicals and seeing the mechanism and the foul smell, all those things we have to manage. So whereas your field is like every day it is the you have to take care of the hospitality industry, and you can easily, wherever you go, you can easily perform your duty with utmost smiling face. I understand it is not very easy to be doing this job, and the character is, being a sad is always very easy, but being happy is always very difficult, because you have to have more enthusiasm, more positiveness. That is also difficult, but that is the hallmark of tourism industry. That's what you are all doing this job. I know even that painful period, you have to show your better side and develop the business. So that's how the real training is here, and that's how you are given the opportunity to conduct this Akanksha 2025 also. And in this regard, I just want to share the information. The tourism department is well known all over in India as well as all over the world. We have the collaborations with other national institution as well as international institution. We have, you can say the hallmark of how to go about this, the tourism industry. And there are many research behind this, even though the outside we see the only output, but there are many the basics how to run this tourism industry, how to do the tourism industry, how to take care of this. These are all is a serious research on this. Our department has done a lot of work on this. Still, they are publishing the research output and research papers in this department. I always tell, go to the Scopus indexed journals for every department, and it is not very easy to publish Scopus indexed journal publications, but still they are trying their level best to publish Scopus index journal. That will be good for the university also. It is also not very easy to show like the output like the basic research, but still they are showing their collaboration partners, and then the placement and the bringing the good partners to our institutions. So all those things are there. So because of this, recently the Tamil Nadu tourism minister also contacted me. So they want to give some, since he is a tourism minister, he wants to train some of the students in Salem area, where he wants to establish a tourism kind of training. So he is even ready to give a land for our university also. So I am planning to discuss with the Pondicherry, our university students as well as officials of our university, so that our branding or our training, all those things can be utilized. Especially the minister said there are some people that underprivileged students. So if we train them, then definitely it will be useful for the community. That is the request. It has come from Tamil Nadu government. I understand this is the recognition of our tourism department. So without discussing with them, I agree to this proposal. So we are working on this. After discussing with them, we are working on this. This is the piece of information I thought I will share with the students. And when it comes to the tourism, this is there are different phases or different shades of tourism, different sites. So definitely it is mostly for the students. It is the placement really matters. But other than this, we have the how to take care of the hospitality industries. So that is also our moral duty, and also we have to also support to the policies, to the national as well as the state level policy makers. I know there are many policy input from our university to the Pondicherry government. They have also taken care of many of them. They have also introduced to the Pondicherry Tourism Development Corporation policies. And also we are also have to have the outcome of the site, you can say the site product of this. Once the tourist comes and goes, so how environmentally it will affect. Those also, I think a lot of research have been done, and one such seriousness, how seriously we can take the environmental effect of tourism. So when I discussed with the Sadhana Forest founder, he has also mentioned how seriously, meticulously we can plan, and he has invited me also to this forest. I think some of you also would have visited this. So these are this field is not like very, the principles are standard, but every day it is evolving. The new challenges, and there may be new ideas, innovation. So it is highly innovative field. So it is not everybody can do this type of job. So in this way, it is really all students are really blessed to have this as your career, and definitely this Akanksha 2025, that is industry academia get together, will definitely pave a way to all of you to discuss and experience and have the idea how to go about this, how the industries are planning, and how as a student how we have to plan our career, all those things. Even though it is like an event, so you will learn this by doing this. So in that way, this Akanksha is very useful to the students, and also I am really happy to be part of this. So whenever any program this School of Management asks me to participate, I am really very happy to be part of this, because this is the way even always we see the win-win situation for everyone. So this is the way we have to go about this. This is the humanity also should live. So you are all torch bearer for this. So that's why I am always very happy to be part of this Akanksha 2025. I thank the organizers and Department of Tourism Studies for organizing this wonderful event, which will be very useful for the students. I also thank them for inviting me. Thank you, Nanda.
Thank you so much, sir, for such wonderful and inspirational words. Now it is my honor to welcome our esteemed chief guest, Ms. T. Devaki, Chairperson of Travel Agents Association of India, Southern Region, and Managing Director of Avocet Tours and Travels Private Limited. With over 2 decades in the travel industry, ma'am started as a freelance air ticketing professional in 2002 before establishing her IATA certified company in 2004. Ma'am is also a nominated member of the Tamil Nadu Tourism Committee and the Airport Advisory Board, contributing significantly to the sector's growth. Ma'am, we warmly welcome you to address the gathering. Thank you.
யாதும் ஊரே யாவரும் கேளீர். உலகத்தில் உள்ள அனைத்து மக்களும் நம்முடைய சகோதர சகோதரிகள். அதுபோல் உலகில் உள்ள அனைத்து ஊர்களும் நமக்கு சொந்தமானவை. 2000 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடியே தெளிவாக கனியன் பூக்குன்றனார் எழுதி வச்சுட்டு போயிருக்கிறாரு. So, distinguished guest, esteemed faculty members on the dais, and my dear students and the parents present here. Akanksha பற்றி எல்லாருமே சொன்னாங்க. The symbolizing the earning, longing, something meaningful, cherished, cheerful, like that. So it's an absolute pleasure to be here today, addressing the bright minds who represent the future of the tourism industry. As students of Master of Tourism Administration, you are at the cusp of stepping into a dynamic and ever-evolving industry, one that holds boundless opportunities for those willing to adapt, innovate, and be flexible in their approach. TAI, Travel Agents Association of India, was incorporated in the year 1951 after 4 years of our independence. So we have 2,000 and plus members all over India, and the southern region has 200 members. And we are into the 75th year, like 75th year is 2026, but we have to celebrate, we have to start our celebrations 1 year earlier itself. So we have started celebrating our 75th year right from 2025, and we are proudly unveiling the TAI 75, a vision for the future of travel focused as collaboration, innovation, and members-centric growth. So this is paving the way for new connection and transferable initiatives. So we have 4 regions and 16 chapters in Thai. I would like to tell you certain things which the students can take into their mind. See, the tourism sector is no longer confined to conventional jobs such as working in hotels, airlines, travel agencies. While these remain crucial pillars, the industry has expanded far behind, creating new avenues in entrepreneurship, rural tourism, experiential travel, and digital tourism as solutions. To truly make an impact, you must think beyond the traditional, embrace the change, and redefine what tourism can be. So adaptability. So this is the key to thriving in a changing world. The travel industry is one of the most sensitive to external factors. You know about the global pandemic. We were the one first attacked. The tourism, travel, everything, anything, the government says only the sector which gets affected first is tourism and travel. Even if you go into the ஒரு கம்பெனியை கூட போனீங்கன்னா சின்ன லாஸ்னா முதல் சொல்லுவான் ட்ராவலை நிறுத்து, அவனுக்கு பேமெண்ட்டை நிறுத்து, அதை தான் சொல்லுவாங்க. ஏஜென்சிக்கு போகிற பேமெண்ட்டை முதல் நிறுத்திக்கோ, ட்ராவல் பண்ணுறவங்கள நிறுத்து. And moreover it has come into Zoom meetings, but people have started now innovative ones. And there are many, we have learned from pandemic many technological advancements. Those who succeed are the ones who can pivot, reimagine their role, and adjust their strategies. During the pandemic, many travel companies shifted their focus to domestic tourism, wellness retreats, and virtual experiences. This ability to adapt the market conditions is essential for survival and growth. See, we survived like that. We made sure that our passengers traveled safe. We took private jets and we put in our passengers to travel, whoever in need of. So you need to think something different. You cannot keep on going if the government is going to tell you this, that, and stop it, and you cannot survive at all. ஒரு வாட்டி நிறைய இடத்துல லாபம் பார்க்குறோம், கொஞ்சம் நஷ்டம் பார்த்தா தப்பு இல்லை. அப்போ நம்மளோட ஸ்டாஃபுக்கெல்லாம் வாட் எவர் வி ஹாவ் டு கிவ் தெம், வி ஹாவ் டு கிவ் தெம். வி ஷுட் நாட் deprive them of their salaries or anything just because we are in pandemic. So this we have to do it. Next is innovation. The future of tourism lies in fresh ideas. Travelers today seek unique, personalized, and immersive experiences. Gone are the days of one size fits for all tour packages. The rise of ecotourism, adventure tourism, cultural tourism, and digital nomad tourism calls for fresh creative ideas. If you wish to stand out, embrace technology, AI driven travel planning, AR VR எல்லாம் இருக்கு. எல்லாமே நாம் என்ன சொல்கிறோமோ அதை தான் அது செய்ய போகுது. இட்ஸ் அ மிஷன். ஓகே, ஸோ நத்திங் நியூ, இட் கேன் ஜஸ்ட் இனோவேட் அண்ட் கிவ் யூ. வேணால் ஒரு லெக்சர் எழுத தெரியலையா, கேட்டால் எழுதி கொடுக்கும். இது என்னன்னு கேட்டால் சொல்லும். Everything what we have invented into the system. It doesn't know to think. We are here to think. And personal, face to face. That makes more of a difference. Any client, anyone, please, any group or anything you want to, something's not going well, go and speak to them. Just show your face. That gives you more of confidence. உங்களுக்கும் சரி, பேசுகிறவங்களுக்கும் சரி, more of confidence. And so AI personalized itineraries based on the traveler preferences, that are all, don't worry, just keep going on. So there's a chance of this part of transformation will be keeping on happening. And the third one is flexibility, breaking free from the traditional career paths. The most successful professionals in the industry today are those who are flexible in their approach. You are not limited to working in a travel agency or a 5-star hotel. You can travel, you can be a travel content creator, a destination branding consultant, a community-based tourism specialist, or even a travel tech entrepreneur. So start exploring niche tourism segments, wellness retreats, farm stays, immersive culinary tourism, and slow travel. Slow travel is you stay in one place for a longer period. So this gig economy has also opened up freelancing opportunities in travel writing, consulting, and digital marketing for tourism brands. So the ability to reinvent oneself in the industry is what will set you apart. Entrepreneurship, the future of Indian tourism. The fourth point. So India's vast tourism potential remains largely untapped. Instead of looking for jobs, why not create jobs? Be the one who identifies gaps in the industry and builds a business around it. Think about starting a digital travel and curating unique themed tours, setting up an eco lodge, offering digital solutions for tourism enterprises. The rise of startup culture in tourism is undeniable. You can look into the success of brands like Oyo, Trilofia, and Wandaround. If you have an idea that can enhance travel experiences, promote sustainable tourism, or improve accessibility, pursue it. The Indian government and tourism bodies are actively supporting tourism entrepreneurs through funding, incubation programs, and incentives. Next is promoting rural tourism, the road less traveled. One of the biggest untapped markets in Indian tourism is rural tourism. While metros and popular destinations continue to attract visitors, the real potential lies in India's villages, tribal regions, and lesser known heritage towns. It brings out tourists to the villages. It's not about creating authentic experience that benefit, it is also about creating authentic experience that benefit local communities. You can develop tourism models that allow travelers to engage in local handicrafts, folk performance, agro-tourism and activities. See, you got one person in Tanjavur. Every week, he just does one agricultural tourism that week, then handicrafts the next week, then he takes the treasure of Tanjavur like that, and then one weekend he does Great Chola Circuit. So there are many things that you can do it. And in Chennai also you have story trails. Every morning 3 hours and evening 3 hours. They are fully jam-packed. No, they can't accommodate even one person. They are full even 3 months before. It's full of story trails. They take in the mornings, walk you around Kabalishwar temple and full of Mylapore, Santom, and bring you back before too much of sun comes. Then in the evening. So this is what they do. Very personalized. And they're always full. Something think about like that, students. So I told you about the rural tourism and empowering local communities, responsible tourism. Tourism has the power to uplift entire communities. As future leaders of the industry, you must focus on responsible and inclusive tourism models. Encourage local employment. You can train the community members as guides, storytellers, experienced curators, promote women-led tourism enterprises. I can see, might be 30% of them are girls here? Almost. Okay, might be next time 50%. So, and rural women becomes host and entrepreneurs. So I was to one of the French colony. It is the Reunion Island. They take us for a lunch and a family which hosts lunch for us. We are the travelers there, tourists. The family hosts lunch and they take us inside the kitchen. They show us what type of cooking they do. And it's morely our spices they use. Manjathule, patta, krambu. It comes into the French colony. So when you see all those, you mingle with the people there. So try something different. It's a small it's an island. So they start doing something different to attract the tourists also and ensure fair revenue distribution so that the local communities genuinely benefit from tourism. Advocate for sustainable tourism practices that preserve the environment and heritage. Tourism is no longer just about travel. It is about storytelling, empowerment, sustainability, and cultural preservation. So you have the power to shape an industry that respects communities, preserves heritage, and delivers unforgettable experiences. So I'd like to conclude, the future is yours to build. I urge each one of you to look beyond the conventional, embrace innovation, and think entrepreneurial, to start to be an entrepreneur. The industry is vast, exciting, and full of opportunities, but it is only those who dare to think differently, challenge the status quo, and create impact who will lead the change. As future tourism professionals, be bold, be creative, the most importantly, be responsible. So tourism is not just business, but it is transforming lives, creative livelihoods, and showcasing India's diversity to the world. So I look forward to seeing how you define travel and tourism in the years to come. Wishing you all the best for a successful and fulfilling career ahead. I can see the board there. If there is a will, there is a way. Please look into your stadium everywhere. My ability is stronger than my disability. So please read all those, keep challenging, come into a field, let's all start working together. And as well as requested by Mr. Anuchandran, Thai takes the pride to participate in this esteemed event of tourism from next year, and you would encourage the first and second rank holders. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an warm and wonderful address. Your words are truly informative and inspirational. Thank you so much for your presence here, ma'am. Now I am honored to welcome Shri Aviram Rosen, the visionary founder of Sadhana Forest, as our esteemed guest of honor. With a deep commitment to environmental restoration and sustainable living, he has spearheaded the transformation of 70 acres of arid, eroded land on the outskirts of Auroville into a flourishing tropical dry evergreen forest. His remarkable efforts have received international recognition, including third place in the Humanitarian Water and Food Award 2010, presented in Copenhagen, Denmark. Beyond India, his work has expanded to Haiti and other regions, inspiring communities worldwide to embrace sustainable living. We are privileged to have him with us today and look forward to his valuable insights and inspiring presence. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Chancellor. Thank you, HOD sir, deans and faculty and scholars and students. I really am very, very happy and honored to be here. I'm coming to like this university too much. I'm spending here more time and really appreciating all the effort and the openness of the university. So I'll speak very shortly about our efforts in sustainable tourism. My name is Aviram. My wife is Yorit. We are co-founders of Sadhana Forest. We work now we have 5 Sadhana Forest centers in India, 3 in Meghalaya, 1 in Virudunagar, and 1 in Auroville, and 3 abroad, 1 in Haiti, 1 in Kenya, and 1 in Namibia. And we are hoping to have more centers in India in the future. Okay, I think you can go to the first slide. Are you ready? Okay. I think this initiative is amazing. I'm very happy to be part of Akanksha. We have an aspiration and a will and a desire to create something in the field of sustainable tourism. And we hope that maybe somebody could turn off the light that we could see better. Is it possible? Okay, thank you very much. So we started Sadhana Forest in 2003, the two of us with our daughter. And as I said, now we expanded to other countries as well, and in India. And the idea is to experience nature through seva, through real engagement. Not theoretical, not just enjoying nature and walking in nature, but really doing something for nature selflessly. So we are a sustainable living volunteer community in Oroville, focused on ecosystem restoration, environmental education, and research. We also collaborate in research with the Center of Sustainability here recently, and that's very beautiful. And the model is engaged ecotourism, through seva, through selfless service. Next. This is what we got in 2003. And the next slide will show you, yeah, don't go so fast. The next slide would show you how it looks now. Yeah, thank you. So as you can see, there are many trees of different species. We have about 166 different species of indigenous tropical dry evergreen forest trees. Okay, next. So a little bit of statistics. Every year we have above 1,600 residential volunteers from over 50 countries, more than 25, almost 30,000 visitors from 100 plus countries, 5,000 school children, 150,000 vegan organic meals served, and 10,000 people serve chai and ladus in our famous tea hut. Yeah, you're welcome, by the way. We are all volunteers. Us and all our team are volunteers doing this work as our own seva, as part of our personal sadhana. Yeah. And you can see our team. They look pretty happy, I think. All our campus is natural building, built by people mainly from Bomayapalayam, just near here. You can see the result in the next slide. Yeah, so this is our main hut, our biggest structures. We have over 50 huts, all designed to withstand cyclone and to host people in a very beautiful and natural environment. We try to source building materials from up to 22 kilometers radius, not more than 22 kilometers. Yeah. We are off the grid completely. 100% of our power in the 8 centers worldwide is from solar energy. We save a lot of water by using these little washing basins. We have all our waste is segregated to about 20 categories and then recycled. Yeah. We do seva. That's what we're there for. Watering trees, as you can see in this picture from our percolation pond, and planting trees, and in order to fuel all that physical energy, we need some food. So we have quite a big kitchen that can cook up to 1,000 people. We just cooked for 1,100 people. We had the Vegan Forest Festival, and we hosted for 3 days 1,100 people from all over India and the world. These are ladus. You're all welcome to taste them in the tea hut. Yeah. We have a lot of day visitors. As I said, above 25,000. They all receive a tour. They can come anytime, walk into Sadhana Forest. There is a welcomer that meets them and gives them a free tour. They don't have to pay anything. If they're coming during meals, they can have a meal with us, and they're not charged anything. It's our offering and our attempt to see every guest as God. Yeah. They walk around, they see our Goshala as well. And a lot of school kids are coming. Groups of up to 250, 300 kids at a time. We're really hoping to get students from the Pondicherry University coming and having a visit and an interaction with us. And also, these are daily visitors. We have a lot of wildlife coming themselves and enjoying the place, and even creating the place by bringing seeds into the environment. We have sustainable weddings. We are hosting weddings for people for free. People can come and have their wedding as long as it's substance-free and it's vegan. They're welcome to have our weddings, and we had 3 already, so we're very happy to host that. Yeah. The tea hut, where we every day serve tea to 70 to 100 people. Tea and ladus. The tea is a vegan chai with coconut milk, organic coconut milk. And the ladus are, as you've seen, are made in our kitchen. Yeah. Local kids love the chai and ladus and all our activities, and are very much part of this. We have a gym near the tea hut that is open for all the villagers around, and people come in the morning and just practice on the gym. It's built from stainless steel, the highest quality equipment. Yeah. Children's Land, where we host a lot of children from unprivileged communities and children, as you can see in this picture, with special needs. Everything is built from recycled tires, painted with natural paints and stuff like this. This is a tree house that the kids have built. And you can see they're having a good time creating different things. Yeah. We have our Goshala. This is one of the most important things for us, is to serve cows, and we have cows that we are, for instance, Hari in this picture came from Chennai. He was severely bitten by children there and was really scared of children, but came on the streets of Chennai. I took him to Sadhana Forest, and he's doing super well and very happy and giving so much love to people and receiving so much love. Yeah. This is Vishnu, who came with Hari together. His ears were severely burnt, and it took him years to gain trust in people. Yeah. So our online reputation, we have about 153,000 followers on Instagram. You are welcome to join them anytime. About 2,500 reviews on Google Maps, TripAdvisor. We are the #1 place to do in Oroville. Happy Cow, we are the 3rd plant-based food restaurant globally. Outlook Traveler, the Silver Award for Sustainability. Go Overseas, which is a very important volunteer engaged tourism website. We're rated 1 out of 15,000 programs for both project impact and for support offered to our volunteers. Yeah, next. Thank you very, very much for your time. Thank you. And please come and visit us anytime. We're always ready and always welcoming. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your presence. We have visited Sadhana Forest as part of our destination field visit in semester 1, and it was truly inspiring to see how you are promoting sustainable living among communities and youth. And it is our honor to have you here, and thank you so much for coming here and taking your time to be with us. So moving on, next we would like to welcome our own students from the department, Shabari and Praveen, onto the stage. It is an honor and proud moment for all of us, because we would like to introduce an entrepreneur project from Department of Tourism Studies founded by our very own students of the 23-25 batch, Shabari Giri and Praveen Kumar, OG Holidays. OG Holidays has swiftly grown from an online startup into a fully operational travel company, now officially registered under MSME certification. In just few months, they have successfully organized domestic tours across India, marking a remarkable achievement for our department. As we unveil this milestone, we take immense pride in celebrating their entrepreneurial journey and contribution to the travel industry. Now, I would like to call both Shabarigiri and Praveen Kumar onto the stage to accept the MSME registration certificate from Vice Chancellor.
Congratulations and well wishes for your new venture. And now I would like to invite Student Coordinator Mr. Balraj P to deliver vote of thanks. He is one of the Student Coordinator of Akanksha 2025 and he has been investing significant amount of time and effort for the success of this event. Let's welcome Mr. Balraj P for the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Balraj P, one of the student coordinator of Akanksha 2025 from Department of Tourism Studies, Pondicherry University. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you to deliver vote of thanks for Akanksha 2025, our annual Industry Institute Interface program. And first and foremost, my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Ms. T. Devaki ma'am, Chairperson of Travel Agents Association India South Region and Managing Director of Avocet Tours and Travels. Your presence here today and the invaluable insights that you have shared have truly inspired us to bridge the gap between academia and tourism industry. We deeply appreciate your time and wisdom, ma'am. A sincere thank you to our guest of honor, Dr. Manikandan IAS, Secretary Tourism, Government of Pondicherry, for your enlightening word on tourism role in regional development. And a special thanks to our keynote speaker, Mr. Aviram Rosin, the founder and international director of Sadhana Forest, Auroville. Your thought-provoking perspective on sustainable tourism has given us a deeper understanding of responsible travel. Your work is truly inspiring, and we are grateful for the knowledge you shared with us today. We are immensely grateful to our Vice Chancellor, Professor K. Tarani Karasu, for delivering the presidential address and motivating us to excel both academically and professionally. A sincere appreciation to our esteemed Dean, Professor Nadarajan, School of Management, and Professor Y. Venkatrao, Dean of Student Welfare, and Professor of Department of Tourism, for their felicitation address and continuous encouragement toward academic excellence. A big thank you to Professor R.C. Anuchandran, Head of the Department of Tourism Studies, for your warm welcome address and for always leading us with vision and encouragement. A special thanks to Professor CBPS, Deputy Dean of Student Welfare, and our faculty coordinator of Akanksha 2025 for guiding us through this journey and believing in this initiative. And your support has been a backbone of this event. A big thank you to our faculty members, industry professionals, and distinguished guests. Your presence today means a lot to us. And a special thanks to PR Office, EMRC, DTS Office, Dean Office, Electrical Wing, Horticulture Department, Department of Physical Education, OST Department, and Cultural Coordinator for supporting us to organize the event. And of course, a huge shout out to my fellow students, volunteers, scholars, and the organizing committee and the entire organizing committee. Your dedication, teamwork, and the tireless effort behind the scenes have made Akanksha 2025 a huge success. And as we wrap up this inaugural ceremony, I hope that Akanksha 2025 serve as a platform for meaningful discussions, industry collaborations, and innovative ideas that will shape the future of tourism. Let's continue to learn, grow, and contribute to this ever-evolving industry. Thank you. Please look forward to the panel discussions and special lectures ahead.